Hello again, everybody. This is Mr. Everything, and I am coming back at you with another Wargaming and Miniature video. In today's video, we're going to continue on with our What's in the Box series. We are looking at Plastic Soldiers, late war British infantry, 1944-1945. And these are 1/72nd. You can tell because there's a red header. The red header means that it is 1/72nd. It looks like you're going to get 66 figures in this box. Now this is World War II, late war British. Let's take a look at the back of the box. Okay, they've got a window here so you can see, if it was on the shelf and you pulled it up off the shelf, you can look through the window to see what the figures look like without opening the box up. I know how store owners don't want you like digging into their box. If it was me, I might even put a little piece of tape on there to prevent you from doing that. Okay, there is no tape. Those guys look good, but that's not what they're going to look like. That's just for guidance. Now, one thing I love about Plastic Soldier Company, this is, I hope they continue with this idea, is putting a painting guide right there on your box. So if I was at the shop and I pulled this off the shop shelf and I said, okay, I want to get this, I want to buy this, I want to do it. But what paints do I need before I even go home and open it up and look at the instruction manual? It's right there on the outside. It says, for Vallejo paints, these are the ones you're going to need to paint these soldiers. I love that. Tells you what kind of primer you should have. So it lets you pretty much know everything you're going to need. I mean, if you're a veteran painter, you probably have all these paints already, but or something similar to them already. But if you're newer, or this just lets you double check to make sure that you have what you need. I love that. And it even gives you a painting guide where it tells you where the colors go. Like the uniform should be 921 English uniform. The rifle should be beige brown. And then it goes on. This pack says it's going to contain 9 junior officers and NCOs, 51 rifleman submachine gun, and it says 3 can be converted to additional Bren gunners. We're going to take a look at that. And then 6 Bren gunners. Okay, now this doesn't say platoon on it, but this Plastic Soldier usually makes their box sets compatible with a game called Battle Group. I don't see that on here anywhere. So maybe it's not specifically for Battle Group. Maybe they just threw this together. Let's open it up, take a look, see what we get inside. Looks like we're going to get 3 sprues. Checking. Okay, 3 identical sprues. So what we can do is we can put 2 off to the side and just take a look at one of them and just understand that you're multiplying everything here by 3. Okay, so we're looking at a prone Bren gunner. Obviously, he's got the Bren gun right there. Okay, I see a Bren gun there. I see a Bren gun there. You said there was potential conversions for a Bren gun. I don't see it. But we'll take a look. We're going to take a look real quick. Okay, so this Bren gun looks like it's got 2 hands attached to it. And then like this guy's got arms where I guess that Bren gun would go across his chest. Now I could put a rifle or I could put a Bren gun. right? Okay, so I'm not sure. Maybe there's already some guys up here that are already Bren gunners. But we'll see. We'll definitely take a look at that. Looks like you're going to have to assemble this guy. It looks like it's on a tripod. He's got a tripod there. I thought the Bren gun was only on a bipod. I didn't know there was a tripod. I thought only the Vickers. Oh, maybe the Vickers K gun, maybe. I'm not sure, but that's definitely a tripod. Okay. The majority of them have their heads already mounted, but there are 3 different style heads here. We got like an officer's cap, a helmet, and it looks like a bare head, and he's the only one missing a head. Oh wait, no, this guy's missing a head as well, but he's got a head right next to him with a helmet. Okay. Being prone, a couple of these guys, that guy looks wounded. Yeah, this guy looks wounded or injured. I don't know if they would count that as part of this group. Sten gun, hand grenade, looks like a potential officer. He's got a rifle. I'm sure it's a Lee. Bren. This guy here has binoculars and something in his hand. It looks like it potentially could be a microphone for a radio, because he's got one hand over his ear like he's holding the earpiece up to his head. And then there's this box back here that looks like, it just looks like a backpack, but okay, there's another backpack over here. There's only a couple of them. Maybe they could put one of them on his back and call a radio, because I don't see anything that looks specifically like a radio. I do see 2 backpacks though. Okay, we got binoculars on the ground pointing, a guy leaning forward with a map in his hand. Not sure what should be in this guy's arm. Maybe it should be one of these rifles, because I've got this as a knife. Yeah, and this guy's already got a backpack on. Okay, whoa, hold on. The majority of them already have backpacks. But this guy specifically looks like he's got a radio on his back. Okay, so if he is with him, then he would be what's called the RTO, and this would be the officer talking on the radio. Okay, I'm good with that. But yeah, this guy looks dead, or injured, or wounded, or, a casualty of some kind. And I'm really only counting 3 Bren guns. Got 1, 2, 3. Okay, so that's 9 Bren guns. Okay, if this was, could this be a squad, right? British squad needs about 8 or 10. For some reason, I want to say it's 7, actually. Oh, that's an air landing brigade. platoon. But okay, let's just say it needs 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Easy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Because I was thinking maybe one of these could be a platoon and this whole thing could be a company. It looks like it's just shy of a full company, 66 figures. Okay, I looked up my army list and it said it's 10 men with a Bren for a British infantry unit. So, with them saying that we get 51 riflemen, submachine guns, and 6 Bren gunners. Actually, you get 9 Bren gunners. Yeah, 3 can be converted to additional Bren gunners. Okay, so if we just need to make that guy a rifleman and not a Bren gunner, we could do 2 platoons fairly easily. 30 and 30, 60. No, that would be 60. You would need 70 figures. Okay, so this would be... okay, so you can't conveniently make any platoons or like that because, first of all, there's no 2-inch mortar, right? And there's no Piats, and they do give you a couple of unique models like the radio guys, so you could make FOs or senior officers, no problem. Plus, it even gives you this guy here with a scoped rifle, so you're kind of thinking maybe he's a sniper. So really, these are kind of like supplemental, and I'm not sure about this tripod. We're gonna have to take a look at that. I don't know if a Bren gun would be considered a medium machine gun with a tripod. I don't think so. I don't think that's the case. A lot of Sten guns and a lot of rifles, and there are 3 Bren guns. So you could almost make a full platoon out of 1 sprue, but you need 30 guys to make 3 squads. And so with 3 sprues, you can make 2 platoons of 30 guys. You just can't do the senior officers. You can do a handful of them, but you need 5 per platoon for the senior officers, and then you would need the light mortar as well. All right, so let's do this. Let me zoom in close and take a close-up look of this sprue, and then we'll see what they look like. All right, so this is the British sprue. Let's go ahead and start in the corner here. All right, so there's the Bren gunner. You can see the hands are all on the Bren gun, and then his body is missing the hands. That's where you would glue it on there, or you could do the rifle, which is there. So that's where one of the conversions would be. This guy's missing a head, but he looks like he would be a Bren gun assistant gunner, right? A couple of guys, one shooting, one jogging, right? Firing from the hips. Guy squatting down, shooting. Got to glue the torsos on those guys. Okay. And then that's the guy that I was talking about with the scope. Looks like he's got a hood on his helmet. Yeah, so he would be a good sniper. He is definitely 100% sniper action. And then this guy is the guy I was talking about that's wounded. Okay, we looked at them. Let's flip this over. There's just your regular guy shooting. Now it looks like this guy's got a knife, but he doesn't have to. You could give him one of those. Well, I guess you do. And then there's one of your officer types. There's another one with a map or something in his hand. Dispatch. The guy running. A couple of different weapon options. Okay, where is he? Yeah, there's the guy right there with his hand on his ear, and that looks like a little microphone next to him. With his binos and his radio. Now if you flip him over, you see he doesn't have any kind of backpack on. But the guy right above him does, and that's a radio right there. Rifle at his hip. But he's not using the radio or handset, so those two figures would have to pretty much work in tandem. So, all right, that was the British, late war British infantry, 1/72nd scale. Now, final thoughts on this. I kind of don't like giving final thoughts, but I have to on this one. It's not specifically designed for battle group. This is just a selection of models. If you get this because you play battle group and you are expecting the plastic soldier models to adhere to your army lists, you are going to be mistaken. This is supplemental. I would say if you've already got a bunch of British, this would be good to add to your army or as a basis to start your army, but you can't make a full platoon out of this. You can make a number of squads and then have the rest of your platoon made up from other kits. But don't expect this to make a full platoon. You could almost make 2 full platoons. You just need some command and some mortars, and then you've got 2 full platoons. Plus you got some FOs, so some, or you can just put them in as command elements. All right, well, thanks for coming out and checking out this What's in the Box. And stay tuned to my channel. If you like this video, be sure to like the video. And if you want to subscribe to the channel, please do. And hit the notification icon so you can be notified of whenever we upload any more of these types of videos. All right, I'll see you next time.